Now, let's cross back to our reporter who is at the site of the main heritage event in KwaMashu, north of Durban. Jade, a very good morning to you. Give us a sense of what we can expect today.
A very good morning to the viewers back at home and happy Heritage Day. We are coming to you from the Princess Magogo Stadium in KwaMashu, where we're expecting a hive of activity today to celebrate really the roots, indigenous languages, our traditions and our cultures that we have. We know that South Africa is a melting pot of cultures, and today really it is to just pay homage to our ancestors and reflect on the journey well traveled. Well, joining me right now, I do have Sumaya Khan, Deputy Director General in the Department of Sports and Arts and Culture. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am.
Thank you very much for having us.
Let's go right into it. I want to ask you, why is it important that we still celebrate Heritage Day?
You know, we come from a checkered past, and there are so many different cultures. We're so diverse in South Africa. So it's important for us to understand our colleagues, all of the people of South Africa, where we come from, and appreciate that we do have different cultures, we have different traditions, but we need to coexist in one country. We need to be tolerant of each other, and hence appreciate, you know, what that diversity means for us as a country, that it makes us so powerful if we work together to build this cohesive society.
If we look at the different types of games that are going to be on display at the National Heritage Day commemoration, talk to us about the significance of this.
You know, we're very excited that the National Indigenous Games Festival is it is already one of the biggest contributions for us to the Heritage Month celebrations. But for us to be here at the National Heritage Day Festival and to have the opening ceremony of the National Indigenous Games Festival is really, really something that we've been striving to do for a long time. So everyone's very excited. We have an exciting street parade that's going to take off shortly, you know, where we can then look and celebrate and display the different cultures in South Africa. So we're going to have artists, we're going to have people of South Africa displaying the traditional dress of the various cultures. We have religious groups, we have our performers. You know, there's such a lot of talent in our country. So we have an opportunity here to display that. And then in the next few days, from tomorrow right up to the 28th, we have the Indigenous Games Festival, where 8 provinces will be taking part in 9 codes of Indigenous games. You know, these Indigenous games are historical. They come, you know, played mainly in the rural areas. So we're trying to make sure that we try and formalize this like we have your mainstream codes of sport. So we have been having these games since 2001. It's grown, and really, you know, coming into KwaZulu-Natal also is saying to the province that you've done so well, because historically KwaZulu-Natal has performed well at the games. So we're here in your home province celebrating your own wins, but also giving you an opportunity to perform before your own home crowd.
Well, I'm also looking forward to speaking to some of those that are going to be taking part in the games, and also just perhaps showcasing us 1 or 2 stick fighting and the different types of games that they have.
There's kati, there's murabaraba, there's intonga, there's dibeki, nchuva, you know, diketo. So it's going to be quite exciting. And also yukske, dristoki, skoko. So all those 9 codes of sport will be on display. And the nice thing is, it's not just a South African concept. You know, there's traditional games that take place all over the world. And historically, pre-COVID, you know, we always took a team to participate in a World Traditional Games Festival. So hopefully, you know, we can also take our young players in the next year into the upcoming Traditional Games Festival in the world.
Thank you very much for joining us, and I think it's going to be very interesting. I'll make sure to bring the viewers those beautiful visuals. Thank you so much, Sumaya Khan, the DDG at Sports, Arts and Culture. Well, I also have the Deputy Mayor with me. If I can see if you can just join me here. Councillor Zandile Miyeni, Deputy Mayor of eThekwini Municipality. Thank you so much for joining us, Deputy Mayor. You know, when we think of Heritage Day, we also remember this used to be called Shaka Day before we became inclusive of all the other Nguni-speaking languages as well as the tribes. Talk to us about the significance of actually holding on to this particular day. Many ask, why do we celebrate this? There are also some that just use this day as just a bride day. But why is it important that we hold on to our roots and our diversity as a nation?
Thank you. You look so gorgeous. It's very important to celebrate such days because it means that we understand where we are and we understand where we are coming from. And it's also paramount so that we will therefore come at a stage where we'll say we are moving to another direction. Because here in South Africa, in particular here at eThekwini, you got people from all different tribes. And it's very important to understand that at the end of the day, we are human beings. This day is for us to reflect and to learn about the cultures of other people. Because it's paramount that we also understand that so that the next generation will therefore look at other challenges. They will say, this is a thing of the past where we had one culture which is dominating to the other. So today is a day to reflect that we are also one of the countries in the world where we are no longer saying that the Zulus or the Xhosas or whatever, they are dominant than the other. We are saying we are living in South Africa. We must celebrate our diversity and learn from each other and start to say, moving forward, let us look at the challenges that are affecting us, not looking at challenges in isolation to say this challenge belongs to this nation or what. So I need to also to encourage even those who believe in brides. They need to also in those circles also learn about other cultures, because this day we won't be doing justice when we say we need to have one way of celebrating this day. The fact that other people opt to go to the games, others they will go with their families, that is part of the inclusivity, that is part of the diversity that we are living in our country.
And I find it so beautiful that you say, some people will be coming to witness the games, others will be coming to sample some of the traditional foods here on display as well, but most importantly, music. And if you look at a province like KwaZulu-Natal, Maskandi music, everyone listens to it, most people enjoy it. Talk to us about arts and culture, but also talk to us about what eThekwini municipality is doing to support the arts sector.
At eThekwini municipality, we understand that when we are talking about tourism, you have different other sectors that you need to cater for. And also the artists are the backbone of any tourism, because tourism is called also the economic development. And as eThekwini, we are investing more because this is another aspect where people also learn about each other. You have an artist in the Maskandi where you find that it's now a provincial song, it's now a national song. People they say, no, even though I don't understand the lyrics here, but the rhythm speaks to me. That's why as a municipality we are assisting them, because we know that we cannot as politicians go to stadium here and then speak and then it's done. But we need to also to venture in all other aspects, because other people through music they will say, oh, now I have more knowledge about this culture, now I love this culture. It's all about that. Our beautiful country needs us to embrace it, need us to also to understand that we are diverse.
Mama Mayeni, before I let you go, can you just show us your outfit? Because it is about Heritage Day and it's all about tradition and culture. Talk to us, what are you wearing as well?
I am wearing different culture. First thing that I'm wearing, I am wearing something which is called ibai. Let me turn around.
And I see that King Misizulu is
King Misizulu. And when you look at my shoes also, they are representing the Western culture. When you look at my head also, it's representing all different cultures. I am saying today, as the Deputy Mayor of eThekwini, as a municipality of eThekwini, we respect different culture, we respect diversity. And I also want to pose the challenge to people at home who did not come here to say to them, let them go to their kitchen and explore something different.
Yes.
so that today it will be a story not for them, because it's not about us, we are adults now, but it's about investing to the young people so that they will understand who we are.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor Zandile Miyeni, for talking to us about the importance of holding on to our roots.
Thank you
very
so much. Thank you.
Well, there you go. The Deputy Mayor of eThekwini Municipality talking to us about the importance of today. As you can see in your screens just behind me there, the maidens are dancing. It is starting to fill up slowly. I must make mention of the weather. It is really coming down here in Durban. It is a bit chilly, but I don't think this is going to deter many from coming out and celebrating Heritage Day at Princess Magogo Stadium here in KwaMashu. It's back to you.